Alrighty, hey, we got a quick lesson video for adding and subtracting polynomials. Just as a warning, a disclaimer, we only add polynomials. We do not subtract, okay? Anytime you see subtraction as your central operation, we have to make some changes. We consider that a lie. Addition is the truth, okay? That's why I shape like a T. T is for truth, and this subtraction is a lie.
Okay. You are welcome.
My trust is solid.
Oh, good.
I believe in you.
Do you believe in me now?
Yeah. All right, so here we go. Get that squared away. So yes, the goal is for us to add, subtract, multiply polynomials. Today in this lesson, we only talk about adding and subtracting. That's going to be our target learning goal by the end of this lesson, that we understand how to work this. I'm going to immediately go into the guided instructions and start identifying what like terms look like. Combined like terms, this is when your variables and their corresponding exponents are the same. I like to say birds of the same feather flock together, all right? So again, the variable and the exponents, I refer to them as feathers. This is how we identify our birds. As you can see, these feathers are exactly the same, okay? This feather has one M and 6 N's. This one has one M and 6 N's. They're identical. We can combine these birds by typing in 3.7 minus 12, okay? See the and right here? That would be more like a plus. So 3.7 plus negative 12, all right? Again, I'm going to keep putting extra emphasis on we only combine like terms by adding. Subtracting is just a product of the number's value, okay? Right here, when we're looking at this stuff here, everyone in here are considered like terms. And yes, there's an invisible one in here, all right, just so that we can define the terms. Only one of them is really written in standard form. That's this guy back here. It has A, B, C is in order. A to the 10th power, B to the 2nd power, and then a single C. Everyone has A to the 10. Everybody has A to the 10th power. Everyone has B to the 2nd power. And everybody has a single C. That's why we can say that these birds have the same feathers, all right? They're arranged differently, okay? They are arranged differently, but all of these feathers are the same. All of them are the same. So in my calculator, if I want to combine these two, I would type in -1 plus 81. This is a positive 81. Plus 1/2, because this is a positive 1/2. We're going to add these bad boys together. Combining like terms mean you are adding. Now I get to this piece right here, and I'm examining these feathers, okay? EV to the 9th and EV to the 3rd, not the same. And I'm going to go ahead and say they're not the same bird, okay? Not the same bird because they have different feathers, okay? EV to the 9th is not the same as EV to the 3rd, okay? It's not the same. Anyways, with that being said, let's continue to move on in the lesson and get to some quality work. I'll let you and your partner work on this one, breeze past this. And let's go to these techniques used by Zaire and Colby, okay? Clearly, Zaire likes to color code everything when she's combining like terms. Let's investigate these like terms. T squared is lined up with T squared. So in Zaire's calculator, using the lines as well, it's a good organization tool if it's yours. 2 plus -7 for our T squares. That's how she gets -5. Right here for the green, we got the single T's, all right? You see these birds? They have the single T feather. So we got +6 plus -4. This is exactly what Zaire would type into the calculator. +6 plus -4. That's how you get the 2 here. Use your calculator. And right here, these birds, these are special birds. These birds do not have feathers. I call them naked birds, okay? And we're going to do a 5 plus 1, as you can see, plus 5 plus 1, and we end up with 6. So this is how Zaire does her work to stay organized. Uses color coding, or in some cases, if the color isn't available, you can circle these bad boys. Box. Some people can underline them, you know, just to make sure you're keeping track of who's teaming up with who. Now, we go to Colby over here. Colby clearly is a guy. Straight line of thinking, all right? Top down. This is how Colby works. So Colby is matching up his like terms with this plus sign out here. And the truth is, Colby doesn't need this plus sign. This plus sign only tells you that you're working with true values. All right? It means the truth is here. Everybody that you see is exactly as they appear. This 7 is negative. This 1 is positive. This 4 is negative. Because this problem has the truth, all right? All of this is following the truth. So as you can see, negative 7 t squared is written as negative 7. 4 is written as negative 4 because it is 4. They had to switch places to be in standard form. And then the 1 is written as positive. Just add them up right here, okay? We need to take the best of Zaire and Colby in order to mesh it into high skills, all right? High skills. Here we go. So we're going to use their technique right here for this problem. We're going to start with the biggest H that we have. Doing the alphabet, H comes first. So we're going to put these two together right here. H to the 4th, okay? And yes, you can put a 1 there. So this is what Zaire would do. Zaire would combine these. 19 H to the 4th. And Colby would just stack it together with the 1 H to the 4th, all right? So again, Zaire is going to do a job of highlighting using colors to keep things organized, all right? So right here for the 19 plus 1, we should have 20 H to the 4th. And now we move on to our next term. I'm going to be like Zaire and change my color and go to my single H. Now, remember, H comes before K. Got negative 2H. And I got negative 14K. Negative 14K. That would be incorrect, guys. Clearly, I got to do it with another H. So here we go. We got negative 2H combining with positive 8H, all right? Yes, they don't have a plus sign here, but 8 is a positive value, so put plus 8H. Calculate a negative 2 plus 8. That gives us a positive 6H. And last but not least, we're going to deal with the K's. I'm going to make them green. Positive 25K, negative 14K. This will be rewritten exactly as it appears. And as you can see, with everything accounted for, the only thing that's not circled is this plus sign, all right? It's only here to tell us that we have true values. Everybody is exactly who they appear to be, okay? Now, when we start moving to subtraction, you got to be aware of that. Anyways, back on it. 25 minus 14. What is 25 minus 14? 5 minus 4 is 1, and 2 minus 1 is, is 1, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So that becomes 11K, positive 11K. And this would be our final answer right here. As long as we line it up, we can use the best of Colby and Zaire to be proficient at this skill. But it has to have, I repeat, it has to have a plus sign right here for us to do it. So 4, y'all can knock that out on your own. And now we introduce the subtraction. Oh, yeah. And now with the subtraction, things get a little messy, all right? Because what has to be typed into the calculator is these negative signs. And what usually happens, I usually see a mistake right here. When people start dealing with a negative term on this side, okay? So this x to the 3rd is going to be teaming up with this guy. Some people get confused and just type in 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 and get 3. When in reality, this is not a negative 1. It was never a negative 1. It's got the subtraction right here. Zaire would have to type in 4 minus negative 1, okay? 4 minus negative 1 in order to get the correct answer. Now, on this side, Colby has this thing lined up, but has the negative still on the outside. Everybody over here is still written as they appear. This 5 is written as a positive. This x to the third is written as a negative. And this 11 is written as a positive. And to be honest, guys, the entire time, this 11 is not positive, I promise you. Because this is a lie, all right? Subtraction is a lie. And everything that comes out after the lie, it's not going to be the truth, all right? So this 11 is not positive. This x to the third is not negative. This 5x to the fifth is not positive. They are the complete opposite, okay? The complete opposite. So I'm going to show you guys how you should work this out, okay? And we can go through this as far as the agreements and disagreements. The way that this problem should be worked. All of us, my students, we must change this minus sign to a plus sign. And by doing that, everything behind it is going to be revealed as what it should be. Your 11 becomes negative 11. Your x to the third becomes a positive x to the third. Used to be negative, now it's positive. And your 5 becomes negative 5x to the fifth, okay? You do not bother the front. The front is cool. The lie was only told right here, okay? So everything that comes after the lie is a lie. Let's keep it all in perspective, okay? So first thing we need to do is rewrite the problem, okay? Once we rewrite the problem, then we can start matching things up. And I'm going to do this in order. We got 8x to the fifth. It's going to team up with this guy. So 8x to the fifth, negative 5x to the fifth. They team up. And then I got my x to the thirds. That's a positive 4 and a positive 1 x to the third. What do I write? Positive 4x to the third, positive 1 x to the third. And last but not least, I have those birds that are naked, no feathers at all. That's a negative 7 and a negative 11, okay? That's a negative 7 and a negative 11. Again, everything is accounted for. There's nothing left out of our categorization other than the plus sign in the middle, which is the truth, okay? We must work in truth. I want you guys to stay away from this negativity. Your job is to turn negativity into positivity, all right? And here we go. 8 minus 5 is 3. 4 plus 1 is 5. And negative 7 minus 11. That says negative 7 minus 11. That's negative 18. Don't believe me? Get a calculator. All right, so this is how you do your subtraction problems. What I need you guys to do when you come in, of course, we did this example here in class for points. We skipped this one here. This was your homework. I plan on seeing that on Thursday. Also, you were given a homework sheet to do. We'll get all that checked before moving on to multiplication. Again, any questions, ask them during class. I will try my best to follow up with a video for those who missed class. Have a good one. Signing.